Whenever you're ready.
Oh my God.
Jessica! I've never been called a fox!
Dana.
That's a classy name for a Harry.
I like it classic.
Okay.
Do you?
Welcome to the Rants and Raves podcast.
Sure.
Out with the bad and in with the good, motherfuckers.
That's right.
Jessica.
Dana.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Welcome to the Rants and Raves podcast. I am Dana Powell.
I'm Jessica Young.
And
we are here to rant and rave.
Jessica.
A lot of ranting.
Long time no here.
Yes.
I guess we should give some explanation as to why we fell off the face of the earth.
Yes.
It was not Jessica's fault. Surprise!
Oh, shut up.
So Dana's got a bit of a problem. Back in January, I guess, I kind of tweaked something in my shoulder, I thought. And I just was like, oh, suck it up. You're fine. Well, I'm not fine, y'all.
She kept uprooting cacti and large plants and going about her way.
I did. And I forget I am not a spring chicken, though this seems unfairly early to me.
True.
I'm not that old. So I have an issue in the soft tissue of my vertebra, C5 through C7. It is degenerating and I guess like eventually leaks out into your spine and causes excruciating pain. It causes excruciating pain at the moment. So I kind of got knocked off the horse of life for about a month. It's so painful because it's inflamed right now. So my back is spasming and then my bicep spasms and won't let go like a Charlie horse in your arm.
Yes.
And so I've been dealing with that, trying to get this inflammation down. I just found out that this is actually what's going on. Because I got some x-rays done, which is, have you ever seen your skull and spine and face?
No, I don't think I have.
hadn't either, but it's not something you realize or think about. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I really am just a sack of bones. And one of the x-rays they had to take, he was like, open your mouth as wide as you can.
Oh.
And so then later when I was leaving, he goes, do you want to see the open mouth one? And I was like, I do. And so he showed me, and like, you can see where your tongue is down and it goes all the way back through the back of your mouth and you can see all the vertebra leading up to your brain towns.
What?
It's so weird.
It is weird.
And those are the ones for me that are just like, bye, we're going to leave now.
Oh my God.
So I have to keep the inflammation down. I'm getting physical therapy. I'm going to try and keep all that at bay because it could turn into herniated discs and surgery and yuck.
Pardon if I'm speaking incorrectly. I know this because my mom and some people have, it's either considered a disorder or a disease, right? Degenerative disc disease.
I think they're disorder. A disease, I think.
Yeah.
Which I've avoided using because that scares my son.
No, of course. And he doesn't need to know that. But I'm saying that because you are a one strong, tough cookie, and you have been through a lot and had a lot of physical things happen over the years. I've had a lot of
pain, and I would say this is way high up on the scale.
Yes.
Even
terrible.
My husband, when I finally got the diagnosis, I said to Dan Tipton, I was like, well, at least we know I'm not faking. And he goes, believe me, I didn't think you were faking. Like, there just came a point where all I could do for an entire day was just cry. I couldn't even move. I couldn't do anything. I just cried because it's a constant pain. It never stops and you cannot think. You can't speak. And then any medication.
Morale.
Yes. And any medication you can get, like, it makes me sleepy. I don't like pain pills and things.
And constipated.
I didn't even think of that. You're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't been taking them much because I don't like how they make me feel. So I'd rather be in pain, I guess. I don't know.
No, same. I'm kind of glad to hear that so that maybe you don't ever have an issue with that. But I also know that it's at a point where people feel like they can't even take a step out of bed sometimes because the pain is so bad.
You can't even,
and you're not comfortable in your bed.
Yeah, you can't roll over without it hurting.
You can't win. It's like being a prisoner in your own body.
Yes.
I know.
So I've been trying for 2.5 weeks now to get the inflammation to go down.
Mhm.
Anybody has any we've done the hot, we've done the cold, we've done the lidocaine patches, the creams, all of that, but everything like, even when I start to feel a little bit better, I'm stupid, like, the first time before I got the diagnosis, when I started
Mhm.
feeling better after a day of rest or so, what did I do? Just repotted all my spring plants. Oh my god, I didn't move for 3 days
Ugh,
after that.
of course.
But, like, that brings me happiness and peace to work on my plants, you
Yes.
know? So, anyway, that's why we've been gone because, I haven't been able to record, and Jessica, you actually were out doing fun things.
Sure. Just
Oh.
kidding. Uh, I had my camp. I've been traveling a lot to work for the police. So, yeah, I've
Yeah.
kind of been all over the place. But we'll go ahead and talk about this. We're going to be taking another break. We're going to release this episode and possibly one more over the next week or two. And then Dana is going to be gone for some time. And then I am going to be gone.
Yeah.
So, unless something, God forbid, happens that prevents us from doing so, we'll be back hopefully on the reg like a month from now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, probably, like, August time,
yes.
end of July, early August, something
Yep.
like that. Normally, we would have tried our best to, like, get stuff ready for you guys, but I just have not been able to do that, so I apologize.
Health is the most important thing. And I think all of our amazing listeners concur and will agree. And we love you guys. And thank you for
Yes,
continuing to
thank you, thank
support
you,
us
thank you.
and still sending us things and sending well wishes, not even knowing what's going on.
So
We love
wonderful.
you.
I'm
I
going
still
to
have some treats that I have to bring to you. Maybe I'll have to drop
Aw.
that off. We have
Yes.
some more things that came in the mail from listeners
Oh
that
my
I need to get
god.
to you.
Oh, that will help me feel happy.
I know.
I have something to give to you too, but if you're gonna leave town, I don't know if you want me to give it to you because it's alive. It's alive!
Hilarious.
So yeah, we're gonna take a summer break just so I can try and maybe get this under wraps, back to some sense of normalcy. But you know what, Jessica, I will
Hmm.
say, this might just be a blessing in disguise. I think what really, really triggered it was the many hours I sat in a very uncomfortable chair trying to edit these videos.
Mhm.
I think that's what made it inflamed. And then my mother's, what do you call it when the date that somebody passes away?
Uh, th- well,
My
I don't know actually. I know the Hebrew word is called a yard site. That's
That's what I was looking for. My friend Becky was telling me that's the
the
name. So
anniversary of the
correct.
passing.
So my mom's that. I just decided the beach was too cold, and that's what I usually like to do to celebrate
Mhm.
her. But I was like, "It's too cold," but I don't feel like she wants me to be sad, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
do something, and I was like, "You know what I've always wanted to do is go to that ghost town."
Yes.
Have I talked about this yet?
We didn't talk about it, but I saw your pictures and my head was spinning. And I told Alan, I'm like, look at this magic place Dana went. He goes, oh my God, I know that place. I've been there. It's incredible.
Has he really? Did he see the
Yes.
big chuckwalla lizards that are so huge?
I don't know, but he knew exactly where you had gone. And I thought it looked
I
amazing.
enjoyed myself so much. It's just like an hour and a half, 2 hours north of us, which the doctor said that
So
the
cool.
drive is probably what sent me over the edge because I went by myself, and he said that we don't
Don't move.
realize
Don't sit. Just float in the air. Dana, can't you do
something.
that?
I know, right? But this is good for you guys to know. He said that a lot of times driving because your hands are up on the steering wheel is a lot of pressure on your muscles.
Hmm.
So I had never that never even crossed my mind.
Yep.
But anyway, so it was me being hard on myself that got me to this point, and now I'm having a hard time getting the inflammation down.
Hmm.
But I did enjoy myself at that ghost
Heck
town.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, now I know that this is an issue I have in my body, and let's try and stave it off as long as possible.
Hmm.
So if there's a silver lining, there's that.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
I'm only 46. This is pretty early for
I
something like
know.
that, isn't it?
Yes,
In my mind, it is.
I know.
But sometimes stuff like that happens. Like we just never know,
I never wanna
right?
feel old. I'm always like, "We're not old," and I still feel like I'm in my 20s, and let me tell
Same.
you, the last year or so, I'm like, "No, I don't feel like I'm
No.
in my 20.
I
It's
mean, aging
not
is
mentally or physically.
it is for real. I told my therapist that last week. I was like, aging is for real.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
things that I used to just be able to do without thinking, like stay up all night and study for exams, like 3 days in a
Okay.
row and then go to work.
Yep.
Lord, no. You'd have to put me in a wheelchair to get me anywhere after
Yep.
that. I
Totally.
mean, it's crazy, but I listened to this other podcast. Some of you might, I don't know. It's a weird one of my weirdo ones. Last podcast on the left, but one of the guys on there said that he's got some kind of issue he's dealing with that the doctors told him usually only happen to elderly women.
Stop it.
And he's like 30 something.
What does he have? Osteoarthritis?
I don't know what it is. I can't remember, but I was like, what? And that's another thing too. You kind of look to your family and go, all right,
Yeah.
what am I looking ahead towards? No one in my family has back problems.
Yep.
So I didn't see that coming.
Also, I wonder if there's any correlation because you had such a severe injury
I
when you
think I
broke your arm.
probably, yeah, because it's the left side that's deteriorating. And I think I overcompensate on that side because
Of
I have no
course.
strength.
Yep.
I have no strength on the right. So,
God dang.
no,
We're going to get you fixed up, lady.
I hope so.
I'm serious. And we'll do whatever we have to do. And age, you know what? The one thing that age has taught me these days is I thought about this so much yesterday. I'm like, I wish that I felt the way I do now 10 years ago, 20 years ago, like really getting to a point of realizing I don't give a shit
Right.
what people think about
Right.
me, how they think I look, how they think I act. And I don't mean that figured. Of course, I care about the people that mean something to me.
Yeah.
But all the people that I've been worried about throughout my life that literally mean nothing or have no bearing or impact in a good or bad way on my life.
Yeah.
All the stuff that's up there in our heads.
Yes.
The fact that I didn't wear a bathing suit until last year at your prompting and your encouragement. And I'm like, cool. I love swimming like more than any other exercise. I'm a total water baby. Cool. I have not gotten in the water for 20 years because of my own hangups.
Insecurities and yep.
I didn't have a perfect body. I mean, it's even I had so I had my physical on Friday. I can't believe I didn't tell you this because I was crying laughing. I'm like, I wish Dana was a fly on the wall in here right now. I was so caught off guard. So I have the physical and they had me take off my bra and put on, by the way, it's not a gown. It's a half shirt, like a belly shirt that's also split down the middle.
Right.
So it's barely covering my nips and just everything's out. Right. So they did the EKG. Right. Then the lady's like, okay. And then somebody will be right in. Disclaimer, y'all, because I used to be a smoker, I now have a chest x-ray every year. So she goes, they're going to need to come in and take you back for an x-ray. I said, fine. Should I leave my bra off? She goes, yeah, you may as well, because you're going to have to take it off for the x-ray. So the man comes in to get me, the tech, very sweet man. He's walking, we're talking. And then we get in the room and he goes, well, I know I can see you've already removed your bra.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, what? I was like horrified, disgusted. I'm like, he was walking in front of me. How did he see my boobs swinging back and forth going down
Maybe
the
you
hall?
heard him.
I think he saw the expression on my face. He goes, oh, I saw your bra on the chair in the room when I came to get you.
Nice save, dude.
Yeah, I
don't think so.
Still creepy.
Yes.
So he gives me the option of putting on the two shirts. He goes, you can put on one this way and then one the reverse way. Or we have a bigger gown. He's trying to be really sweet. We have a bigger gown that we can use. But I'm going to be honest. It's made for someone who weighs 105 pounds. Who weighs 105 pounds unless they're in the movies, right?
Oh, my God. He had verbal diarrhea.
Yes. My eyes were popping out of my head. And I'm like, okay. So, you know,
you're like, if I laugh harder, will you leave?
I'm telling you. You know that weird plastic string that's like taped to the side of a hospital gown? And you're like, what the hell is this for? This goes around no one. It's in a weird look. Well, he's the first person ever that showed me. He goes, I don't know if you know this. And he pulls it off. And I'm like, oh, I thought he was going to say it's useless. He goes, this stretches.
Yeah.
So he pulls it and makes it like 3 times as long as it was. And I guess you can use it like a belt to close yourself up. Well, y'all, let's just cut to the chase. The gown, the big gown for the 105-pound person, my backside was open. Okay. I just didn't care. I'm like, I need to know if I have lung cancer or not. Just take the x-ray. Okay. And so I'm standing there. He comes in the room. He turns purple. He goes, oh, and he like averts his gaze. He goes, oh my goodness. Oh, you are very comfortable, I see.
Oh my
Again,
God.
it's my fat rolls on my backside that he's looking at. I go, yeah, I mean, it's my back. I said, I'm fine. He goes, okay, well, I still need to be professional, so I'm gonna tape you up. And he taped the gown as close as he could and taped it to my back, I guess to make him feel more comfortable. After commenting, he knew I took my bra off.
I am dying.
I was crying.
Was this his first day?
No. I learned his life story. He's from Laos. He did all of his research and schooling here. And then he freaked out that I knew where Laos was. And I said, yes, when I was in middle school, we learned a song about the 50 states, and a few of us were not from a state. And so our teacher nicely at the end, after the last state was said, added, and Canada, Puerto Rico, and DC, and Laos. I said she called it Laos, but it was Laos, in fact, that the student was from. He was just elated.
Hilarious.
Told me how much he enjoyed our conversation. We
and
talked
your butt?
It was really out of control. Oh, and so what I said to him when he goes, you're really comfortable. I said, no, I'll just be honest with you. I said, at this age, I just don't give a shit. I said, you need to look at what you need to look at, and I don't need to try to make that harder for you to do your job.
Right.
And trust me, I am the most modest person, you guys. If I am getting undressed and my husband walks in, I screech like a prowler has come in on the fire escape.
I know, I'm the same way.
I do that with my mother even. My mom would like walk around and be totally comfortable no matter what's
Same,
I would shriek.
Same. Our generation is that way. We were trained that way, but my mom walked around in her bra and panties all the time.
Right?
These kids now, every girl, every size wears a bikini. Like you and I did not come up in a time where that was
absolutely not.
Not only not acceptable, but like offensive to the world. That's how I felt. I still feel like my body's offensive to the world.
Shut up. And also legit wasn't an option if for no other reason that they didn't even make it past a certain size.
Yeah.
Now you can buy every article of clothing in from
every
XX
size.
small to 4X. Like,
yeah,
it's the whole gamut.
You can even see those clothes on the size model you want to see. Did you know that now?
Yes. And that is such a game changer. I've even noticed plus size mannequins now.
Yeah, because you may look at something and go, that's super cute. And then you don't realize what it's going to look like on your body when it's stretched every which way to nowhere. I mean, it is. It's like, I want to see what that's going to look like on my body.
Yes.
Especially since we now know that they don't get plus size models. They put skinny models in fat suits, in padding, so that they have a skinny face and neck. And that's why I went my whole life going, these clothes never look like that on me.
Yep.
Because they're not really bigger sizes. They're just wearing styrofoam padding like drag queens.
There's still also a lot of plus size clothing that is shown on on smaller sized bodies. They're not even trying to but it's like, again, that dress on someone that wears my size does not look the same on someone that's a size 6.
Exactly. Well, didn't I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you that I had a audition recently that was for plus size women, and the sizing was 8 to 12. Size 8 to size 12, and it said plus size women, and I'm short.
That makes me want to burn the town down. Okay.
I know. We haven't even gotten into our rants yet.
I know. Oh my god. Okay, before we take this on a diatribe, this is a ongoing conversation. Why don't you
I know.
jump into your rant?
Okay.
Because
Well,
it's gonna rile you up, I can assure you.
I know, I saw. I don't like it. Uh, so this is from a listener, and I'm just gonna read what the listener wrote first, and then I'll catch you up as to why. From a listener. No. Just no. Any and all of these products for Father's Day. How are people selling this garbage? Look at these. Now I read it with all of the exclamation points and question marks in mind. And now I will tell you what this is in reference to. So this person was looking for Father's Day gifts. Oh
Oh
boy.
boy.
Here's a
What happened
mug.
to a good old-fashioned tie or a barbecue apron?
I I don't know because what you're talking about couldn't be further from this. Just first right off the bat, let's just jump in the deep end. This is a coffee mug. You can get fast shipping, don't worry. It has it's a white mug and written in black and drawn in black is a hairy nut sack. I'm not joking. That's not I am not at all kidding.
I can't breathe.
It is hairy
Oh my
as if
god.
they shaved it a couple of weeks ago, and now it's
I
stubbly nutsack.
can't. I can't.
And the mug says, "Even though I'm not from your sack, I know you still have my back.
Absolutely
Happy
not.
Father's Day." I'd rather you have drawn a picture of a back on there and me go, "What is that? Oh, a back? Okay, I'll trust you." But I can see this from 50 yards away and go, "Why is there a nutsack, a
Mhm.
stubbly shaved
Mhm.
nutsack,
Mhm.
2 testicles in your scrot sack on my coffee mug that I'm putting up in my face every day?"
Gives a whole new meaning to the phrase teabagging.
Jessica, if you were in front of me, I would punch your arm. Ow! I can't laugh that hard.
I'm sitting here choking.
I cannot, even though I'm not from your sack. How dare you say that to someone
S
you claim to love?
disgusting.
So gross. I mean, I don't understand it. Is it the same? To me, it would be just as rude as going, "Hey, man, spill any baby batter this week? Hmm? How's your
Oh my
jack-offs
god.
going?" I
Oh
mean,
my
it's
god.
just no. It's just all shades of no.
I feel so inappropriate and ashamed to even propose this question. Just what would Gary
Oh,
Jean
no,
do if he got a gift like that?
no. I don't think he could even like, even if it was wrapped, I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he
my
could.
dad would ever talk to me again.
Yeah, no, I think it would burn my dad's flesh before he even opened the paper.
Yes.
It's so awful.
And in your
Okay.
next lifetime, could you think about making one of those for Dan Tipton from your sweet little son?
No, uh-uh. I wouldn't want it to say, "Hey, I'm from your sack, and I'm so glad you have my back. Happy Father's Day." There's no sack anything that needs to be said to your father
Oh
ever,
my god.
unless it's like, "Where are the grocery sacks?"
Gives a whole new name to the
No,
song "Papa's Got a Brand New Bag."
I
Ba-dum,
can't.
bah!
No. When you lean forward and place your chin on your fingers, I know that I'm not gonna like what's coming out of your face.
I am crying.
But I'm not done. That's the sad part.
Oh god, there's more.
Yeah. Here's a nice candle you can buy as an anniversary gift if you want. Um, it is I don't know what it smells like or anything, it doesn't matter. You can have it personalized, I think. This is a candle my dad's never asked for a candle. My husband no male that's
No.
been in my life has ever asked for a candle.
Oh my god.
But they might want this one. This is what it says on the outside of the candle, y'all.
Mhm.
"Light me when you want a BJ.
What?
Light me when you want a BJ." But
Nope.
you guys, this candle, it says right at the top, shame on you. "Hand poured with love by Lunar Landings. Light me up when you have want a BJ." Why would you put your company name right up above the BJ line? Put it on the back of the candle.
Unreal.
Light me up when you want a BJ. If my husband lit that candle, first of all, I would never buy it for him.
Absolutely not.
But if he ever lit that candle, I would pour that hot wax inside his eyeballs. And go, how you like that? Down, down, down. How you like that? Da 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 da. Light me up. I'll set your whole head on fire.
Okay.
I'll set your pubes on fire so your nutsack can go on a coffee mug. I've never said I'll set your pubes on fire before. It didn't even feel right coming out of my mouth.
So disturbing.
Okay, still not done. Still not done. I'm sorry.
And are these all different companies, I imagine?
Well,
appears to be.
Yes, actually they are. Different design studios. Don't call yourself a design studio. This is another mug. Another mug. This is someone who really loves coffee. This dad must love coffee. I don't know how many dads need so many awful mugs, but there are 3 little sperm drawn on the coffee. Real cute. They're named. One is Olivia. She has sunglasses. One is Jason. He has a wizard's hat. and the last one, because you can get them personalized, the last one's Heather. And at the top it says, Heather has a cute little bow in her sperm head.
Up.
On her sperm head, she has a cute little bow. We used to live in your balls. Now let me read it the way it's written, like I always do. We used to live in your balls. Happy Father's Day. Your balls is huge. We used to live in your balls. And then each of the children's names in their own little sperm head. With, I guess the little boy's really into magic because he's got a wizard's cap. And then Heather. God. Heather is just the vocal fry, stupid one. And then Olivia, she goes to protests. She has sunglasses on. And those are all your kids. Those are all your kids making a joke about you, how they used to be little baby batter sperms in your nutsack. Happy Father's Day for $12.03. What an odd price.
I'm so angry. I might be angrier about that than anything else.
It's a star seller. We used to live in your... Also, we used to. Wouldn't it be we used... U-S-E-D? Used to?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it is like that on the cup, just not in the listed on the website. They made a mistake. Sorry. Personalized $12.03. Oh, it's 15% off for Father's Day.
Oh, thank God.
And this is Nevin Design Studio, in case you want to look for it. It's a star seller.
Star seller? Well, you're also a star argument against capitalism in this country. How dare you?
We used to live in your balls. Happy Father's Day. No.
It's so gross.
Light me when you want a BJ. How dare you?
I'm also proud to say that I shouldn't be too. There might be a few exceptions. I was going to say I don't know any men that would like any of those. I'm going to have to backtrack. I think I might know a few that might like it, especially that candle.
Know.
But not okay.
No, not okay. You know what? I'm going to get me a candle and light it every time I'd like you to do the dishes, not fart, and maybe clean the bathroom once in a while. How's that? Dana's Design Studio, star seller, fast shipping.
Dying. Oh my God, yes.
Listen,
now that's
Father's Day
is
this weekend. Just be mindful of what you get your dad. Don't make him think about you inside his nuts. He's already ashamed of you, I'm sure. I mean, that's just the assumption I'm making if you're buying this gift.
Oh my God.
I'm so rude. Yeah, no, I agree with this listener. There's no reason for that. I'm just gonna read this short message real quick. I don't know if it's a her or a him, but anyway. No, just no. Any and all of these products for Father's Day. How are people selling this garbage? Look at these. It deserved to be reread. It deserved it. You are 100% right, listener.
Wow. I hope that our listeners including the person that sent this in, does not get taken aback and fall right off their heels like I did, because I'm going to add one more thing to this rant while we're on
Okay.
the subject of disgusting things with no, sperm is not disgusting, but turning it into a kitschy thing is.
Especially with your kids' faces on it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have you dare seen this? And let me tell you something. I saw it at a seedy ass liquor store in the Florida Keys. I was
Okay.
not expecting to see it back here, and I've seen it at a lot of places, from shitty gas stations to fancy liquor stores.
What?
They now have a shot that you can buy, a creamy, milky shot. What
Okay.
flavor? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. How does it come? In a plastic sperm.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
You're
It's
shooting sperm.
it's at the register. You know, what all your girlfriends want for a bachelor party.
Why is sperm the new sloth or llama? Or owl. Like, how did we go? How did we go from owls to llamas to sloths to sperm heads?
Oh my god, seriously. It's so gross, and
It's so
I
gross.
saw
And
it
then
last week again, and I was angry. I'm like, "This is a store that has alcohol that some of them go for hundreds of dollars a bottle, and you're selling sperm filled with an unknown milk-like substance? Go to hell."
absolutely. What? Like, here we are over here, like, fighting for bodily autonomy, but we're supposed to go have fun and drink some sperm juice to
I
get
don't like
drunk?
it. I
I
don't
don't
like it.
either. Ugh,
It's
yucky.
so gross.
It's not funny.
No, it's not. Well,
It's
this
just like,
is
this is, poop toys times 3.
yes,
Ugh.
and those haven't gone away. Those are
No,
still
no,
in
more. They're just
circulation.
making more.
They really are.
Why are we fascinated with it? We're near the end,
I don't
aren't
know.
we? Aren't we
Yes,
near the end?
these are end
I'm
times.
sorry, Jessica, but did I send you the
Mm.
article about the AI that is now sentient and the guy from
Yeah,
Google got
and I
fired because
freaked
of
out.
it?
Alan's like, "I don't think that's real." I go, "Well, I don't know that Apple News is a false news source."
Exactly.
So,
I saw it a couple of different places. Did you read the conversation that that robot had?
100% I did.
Oh, it was mad.
It
It
reminds me of
wants
Westworld.
I know, or, oh shoot, what's the Terminator, like,
Yes.
I was listening to a podcast about transhumanism and how you know what? We're getting down a deep hole. I'm gonna stop myself.
Oh my god. To
I'm
be
gonna stop.
continued,
Yeah.
transhumanism, is that like robotic
Yes,
AI? Yeah, oh
yes.
my god. All right. Before we go off the deep end even
Yes.
more, let's keep on this train of things that are gross.
Oh, great.
Um,
What fun. Everyone can't wait to stick around.
I know you love our gross rants. Um, I hope I don't offend anyone, but if I do, I'm sorry. You were kind of asking for it with this.
Okay.
I might even offend you, Dana.
Oh,
This is something that I have a serious issue with,
okay.
and it's always bothered me, and I've observed it in 3 different locations just within Los Angeles, and I've just had it. This 3rd
Okay.
time, put it over the edge, and I'm like, "Now I'm gonna rant about it."
Okay.
Okay, you know the famous water fountain show at the Bellagio, which I think is so
Yes.
stupid. People are like, "Let's go see the water show." Okay, fine. It's
And you're
like,
there for, like, 60 seconds, and you're like, "I mean, there's nothing more than this, really."
correct. It's just
Yeah.
synchronized water shooting out
It's
and
pretty to see once.
some lights on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they have things like that in multiple locations. And if I see one more person bring their child to a place that has a water fountain display, I don't know how else to call it that, and
Okay.
they're in their bathing suit and they're letting that little baby play and splash around in it like it's a pool, I'm going to call the cops. Okay? It's
Okay.
recycled water.
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Yeah.
It ain't filtered. It's concrete that people's filthy ass shoes are walking over. Oh, you want
Are
me to
we
give you examples?
Yes, because are we talking about hotel fountains and mall fountains?
If I saw it there, I would yank the kid out myself. No.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
talking about large groups of people gathered around. Oh, where? Grand Park in downtown LA, across from the music center.
okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like 50 kids out there frolicking and splashing in this filth, and in their bathing suits. Take your kid to the beach. We live in LA. It's free. Go to the beach if you don't have a community pool and you want to get your kid. Better yet, go to Big Lots and buy a blow up pool
Right.
for $5. Get your kid
Yeah.
a kiddie pool with your
Sure,
hose water from home.
sure, and you're gonna get a sprinkler.
A sprinkler is a great idea.
Yeah.
Grand Park. Oh, Universal Studios.
Oh, the
They have
pop-up
that.
waters.
Uh-huh. That's what
Pop-up
I'm
waters.
talking. The
Yeah.
pop-up
Henry
waters.
is not a fan of those, he doesn't really like them.
Good. He's a smart child. At Universal, I was like, "Are you kidding? This
Yeah,
is a theme park, and you brought your kid." They're like running around in their bathing suits.
yes,
This is
yes, I
not.
do see that. I think that's what it's for.
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
The kicker for me was there's a brand new beautiful movie theater they built in North Hollywood, by the way, Regal
Oh.
Cinemas. They just built a gorgeous brand new. I was like, I've never been in a cleaner, newer movie theater
Oh,
in my life.
wow, yeah.
You'll love it. It's great. I went into a movie. I came out. I already had a lot of anxiety because I saw everything everywhere all at once. It's
Uh-huh,
fabulous, but it gave me a lot of anxiety. It's very
sure.
fast moving. It's really in your face. It's really great. I know I'm not selling it, but it is an incredible movie.
I really wanna see it. My sister saw it with my dad, and she said
Mhm.
that was a bad idea. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why, but
It also even maybe could have made him dizzy, and so it's just really frenetic.
okay.
Like, I don't do well on, like, the Harry Potter or the Simpsons ride at Universal because it is so in your face and everything's moving and pixelated, and I can't handle that.
Right.
I walked out of the movie, I'm already like, take it down a notch, trying to bring myself down to some point of reality. And what do I see in the brand new mall? Kids playing in pop-up waters. I'm furious about it.
Isn't that
Livid.
isn't that why they build them, though?
I don't care. It
Okay.
shouldn't be allowed. It
Okay.
is filthy, and your kid's gonna get amoebic dysentery.
Oh my
That filthy water's going in every orifice and mucosal membrane and gonna cause all kinds of havoc.
oh god, Jessica, we already gotta worry about COVID and monkeypox. We can't
Oh
add more.
god. I really can't handle it. And it's not because, like, how dare you? This isn't the place. It kind of is. This isn't the place. But it's a safety issue. It's a cleanliness issue. It's a hygiene issue.
Yeah, I
All of
mean,
our healthcare peeps, please speak out.
yeah, yeah, I
Shame
wanna
me,
know.
tell me I'm ridiculous, but I
I
don't
don't
think I am.
I don't know, I don't think you are. I had never really thought about it, but I had never seen anyone get so mad about it.
I'm really angry about it. I think it's
So
disgusting.
gross. Yeah, maybe you're right, because I am always the one that's like, "Ugh, look at that baby's diaper. That's not a swim diaper. How can that baby walk with a
Okay,
50 pound
okay. Yes,
50-pound
yes.
goiter between their legs?"
Thank you. 50-pound goiter. Oh my god.
Alright, well, I wanna hear some stats back on that. Do you think we'll get
Yes.
any?
I hope so.
I don't know that I
Man.
think you're wrong, but I don't know that I think you're right either. I'm not sure.
You
Not
could be
sure.
wrong, but you could be right. Isn't that a Billy Joel song?
I think so. You may be right.
I may be crazy.
Yes, but that just might be the something thing you're
Looking for. Turn out the lights. Don't
Yes.
try to save
Save
me.
me. You may
Oh my!
me wrong. You may be wrong, but you may be right.
You may be
That's
wrong, but you may be right.
That was 32% correct at the very least.
Ah. We will be putting out our greatest hits around holiday time
Can
this
you
year for a
imagine?
nominal fee.
Oh my god, I have always, I think I've told you this, I've tried to convince Dan Tipton so hard to get wasted with me and sing carols without the lyrics, like, just from memory.
Hilarious. Yeah,
He won't do it.
please.
He
Oh,
says
come
would
on.
it's a bad look for
He's too
professional.
embarrassed.
Yeah, but I'm not a professional, so I
He's too
might do
much
it
of
by
a
myself.
scholar.
Yeah. I'm like, I would just wanna be dumb.
Right?
I enjoy being dumb. Oh, man. We could probably use a cleansing breath after all
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Man, we came in hot and hard.
Hot
We
and
have
hard.
we have long time no hear, long time no listen. Here we are.
Maybe that can be one of our dirty merch ideas if we ever get on that train. We're coming in hot and hard.
Happy Father's Day. All right. Well, one of the better parts of our show is our cleansing breath.
Yes.
So we like to rant out the things. Sometimes they're important, sometimes they're not as important. Sometimes we don't know if they're wrong or right. They just make us
That's right.
feel.
That's right.
So we rant it all out. We take a deep breath in, blow out all of that frustration, and spend the rest of the show filling up with hopefully some funnies and some goodness. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Scream it out if you have the opportunity. It's worth it. Here we
Mhm.
go. Deep breath in. And oh, lovely.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm gonna have to do more breath work now that I'm geriatric.
I can never hear your breath. I
You can't?
sound like a locomotive coming a mile away, and I don't even hear one little whistle through your nostril, and I'm like,
It happens to me sometimes. Remember, did I tell you about the time I was like, God, those little kids are having a blast outside? And I realized it was just my nose whistling at some point. I was
hilarious.
like, oh, I'm getting old. I thought that was children. I thought children were playing outside my window. Nope, just dried old bugs up in your old lady nose.
Oh, God.
This is a disgusting show. Let's move on. Okay, I think I'm up for corners, yeah?
Yes.
I'm up first. Okay, so my corner this week is an "Oh, wow" corner, and it is "Oh, wow."
Mhm.
It's pretty amazing. So the title, let me just tell you this from NPR by Dustin Jones. Thank you, Dustin. Scientists discover an ancient forest inside a giant sinkhole in China. Initially, I was terrified because I don't like the idea of holes and falling
Yes.
in them. You know, Eric Stonestreet, our friend, every time they reveal a new sinkhole anywhere, he sends me the article because it terrifies me. Because I used to have a recurring dream when I was little that I was in an earthquake in Los Angeles and the ground opened up and closed on me, and
Oh,
I was reaching up and my mama was reaching down and we were screaming for each other. I had it
no.
all the time growing up.
I
That
hope
was
you wake up before you know your fate.
Yes, I do. But that's why I said I will never move to Los Angeles.
It's from this first Superman movie. It's our generation, and that's what caused you that trauma.
Is it?
When
It could
Lois is going down, that's before CG. That's the realest scene, and it scares me to death to
I
this day.
wonder I can't remember what you're talking about, but I wonder if that is it because I
There's an
did see that,
earthquake, and her
obviously.
car goes in, and it starts filling up with sand, and he's
Yeah.
trying to get to her. Oh my god.
I remember one time too, like sneaking down the hallway to watch. Well, I did it with V for sure, but this was like some kind of tsunami disaster movie, and
Oh,
I snuck out of my bed to try and go watch it because I love scary things. My whole life I have, and then my dad like poured water in through my water screen in my bedroom, and I thought we were all gonna die. Like I've been traumatized. Okay, so
hold
there
on,
is
hold on. What is a water screen?
no, 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 through the windscreen. Did I say
Oh,
water
yes.
screen?
I'm
He
like,
poured
excuse me?
water through the screen on your window.
To mess with you, or he was like
Yeah.
or power
No,
washing the
no, no, no,
outside?
no, 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 no.
He
Just
just
to
did it to
mess
mess with you.
Yeah, because I wasn't supposed to sneak and watch the scaries.
Oh my god, I love Gary. This is hilarious.
So, let me read to you about this. This is pretty incredible. Cave explorers stumbled upon a prehistoric forest at the bottom of a giant sinkhole in South China earlier this month. Sinkholes such as these are also known in Chinese as Tianking or heavenly pit. Oof,
Ooh.
at 630 feet deep. The
Whoa.
sinkhole, yeah, yeah. The sinkhole would hide the Washington Monument and then some. The bottom of the pit holds an ancient forest spanning nearly 3 football fields in length, with trees towering over 100 feet high. And according to the Chinese government, it is one of 30 enormous sinkholes in the country. Now, you know there's stuff that's existing back there that we don't even know about.
Yes.
The sinkhole was discovered by cave explorers outside Ping's village in Leh County, South China's
Oh my god.
Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. I know I apologize. I'm
It's
not the greatest.
fine.
A team of explorers descended into the pit on May 6th, where they found ancient trees and other plant life. Can you imagine?
I bet
Karst,
there's species that they've never discovered before.
100% there has to be. Karst is a type of topography ideal for geological wonders like the sinkhole in Lake County, created by groundwater dissolving the limestone rock beneath the surface.
Mm.
According to the U.S. Geological Survey, about 20% of the United States is made up of karst landscapes, including attractions such as Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico and Mammoth Cave in Kentucky, which I'd never heard of.
Ooh. Oh, that's where what Floyd Collins discovered.
Oh my God. Oh no. We've opened up your Floyd
No, I
Collins.
won't. I won't dare do it. But
Do you
that's the
need to sing a
famous.
song
No,
from
that's
your
the
Floyd
famous.
Collins musical?
It's the famous spelunker that discovered that the whole Mammoth Cave system connected. Oh God, go on, go on.
Karst landscapes vary in size and shape depending on the surrounding climate. George Vinny, executive director of National Cave and Karst Research Institutes, told Live Science, in China, you have this incredibly visually spectacular karst with enormous sinkholes and giant cave entrances and so forth. In other parts of the world, you walk out on the karst and you really don't notice anything. Sinkholes might be quite subdued, only a meter or two in diameter. Cave entrances might be very small, so you have to squeeze into them.
Mhm.
Vinny's Institute is the sister organization of a team that discovered the new sinkhole, the Institute of Karst Geology in China. Chen Lings, who led the cave expedition team, said that prehistoric trees at the bottom of the pit are almost 130 feet high, and the dense
Wow.
brush on the floor stands shoulder high. You know, there are bugs and critters and plants
Yes.
in there that we have never, ever seen before.
Uh-huh. That's so cool.
I hope they find a cure for our country in there.
Oh.
Wish
But
it wasn't funny.
seriously, what
Isn't
a
that
delight.
amazing?
Yes, and what a delight that it's something like that instead of like found the remains of such and such from a massacre that was covered up for the last 300 years of history. Like for once, something good was found.
Yes. And when they do make discoveries like that, it is true. They do find um animals and plants and stuff that are able to cure some things and
Yes.
have medical advances and stuff. So not but me for me, I'm like the plants, the flora and the fauna.
Right?
Oh my god. That's
Yes.
so cool. Definitely a great oh wow corner. Oh
So
wow.
cool.
So
I
cool.
love that. Thank you, Dana.
Yeah.
All right. This is something that is going to put you over the edge, my friend. This is a
Uh-oh.
what the what corner. This actually has like 10 different corner names that would apply to this. I'm just going to give you a little hint. It's about a restaurant that encourages patrons to lick the wall.
No, I'm sorry, what?
Mhm. So, thank you, Spooky. This is
Ah,
from Yet.
spooky.
Arizona restaurant encourages patrons to lick its Himalayan salt wall.
No.
Uh, I don't care if that salt came from the moon. You
Uh-uh.
gotta be kidding.
No, I'm not laying my tongue and rubbing it across the same place someone else did. A stranger, no less. I'm not I'm not
Thank
a
you.
fan of, like, licking a poly popsicle. Why do I keep calling it a polysicle?
Ollie.
After my own child. Like, even that is kinda like, meh. But
Oh
strangers
my
on a
god.
salt wall? No. Sorry, I can't. I didn't even let you finish. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry at all. I'm going to open it on my phone. A popular restaurant in Scottsdale, Arizona, has been getting a lot of attention for encouraging visitors to literally lick a wall made of pink Himalayan salt.
Tell me where this is again so I never go.
Scottsdale. It's a very it's kind of like the Beverly Hills of Phoenix.
Okay.
Okay. It's like a very affluent part of Phoenix, Arizona.
Is it a dirty place?
No, Scottsdale's real bougie and fancy.
Yeah, unacceptable. Continue.
One of the things you'd expect to see people doing at a restaurant, at least one that reputedly serves delicious food, is licking the walls. And yet that's exactly what many patrons of the Mission restaurant, have been doing for the past 17 years.
No.
What? And it's not like the staff and management don't know about it. On the contrary, they're the ones encouraging people to lick their famous wall made of pink Himalayan salt. Okay.
Why are we not scared of germs anymore? It's not like mono went away.
Scared? I'm more scared than ever.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to tell you right now. The picture, which you guys cannot see, and I don't think Dana can see.
I don't think I can either.
It's a gorgeous wall. Okay. The Himalayan salt is done as bricks, and it's a stunning backdrop for a restaurant. Let's leave it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Located in Old Town Scottsdale, the Mission has been known for its delicious dishes and the pink salt wall built around its kitchen. The head chef was the one who brought the salt rocks in to add to the overall ambiance of the place and give patrons a new way of enjoying their tequila shots. Shut up.
No.
Suck on a lime. Lick the wall and down the shot. You can't pay me $1 billion. At least that was the original idea, Dana. But people started licking it whether they were drinking tequila or not.
No. The wall is pretty. It's like bricks. They cut the salt into bricks.
Uh-huh. Now I know what you're thinking. Isn't licking a public wall of salt unhygienic, not to mention gross? Yes, it is.
Yes.
I'm with you on both. But according to the Mission, Himalayan salt has self-cleaning properties. What is it, a cat?
Listen, they taught us growing up that our vaginas were self-cleaning ovens, and I ain't running around. Nobody's running around wanting to lick every vagina they see.
I'm dying. According to this restaurant, according to the restaurant, not to scientists or my doctor who I'm gonna ask.
Just according to the people making money off of this.
Self-cleaning properties, so there's little risk of catching a disease. That's highlighted. I might need to explore that further. And if that wasn't reassuring enough, you're damn right it's not.
No.
The restaurant staff also wipe the wall clean regularly. With what? Bleach?
Right. Then you're licking that with their dirty restaurant rag.
I am freaking out, and I am going to reach out to, I have several friends in Phoenix, and I want to know if they have heard of this horror.
And I suppose it would be a lick at your own risk, right? It's not like, I mean, come on.
It's not okay.
And you know what scares me, Jessica, is it's so foul and disgusting. And I pretty much know that if I got drunk enough, somebody can convince me to do that. That shouldn't be out in public.
Dana? Absolutely not. I really think that you would even, if you could barely stand
You might be right. I don't
difference.
like juices. I don't like people juices.
No, I don't even want to walk down that bubblegum alley on the way to Pike Place Market in Seattle where people have put their used bubblegum.
It's disgusting. Yes. No.
Oh my God.
But, leave it to rich people to take something so disgusting and be like, look at how wonderful it is.
Okay.
Like, you can afford to buy your own Himalayan farm to haul with you to the restaurant.
Thank you.
But you can go lick that wall?
It's absolutely revolting,
It's
okay?
unacceptable.
They should just
Also,
turn the
what
restaurant into a sauna, and you can just go in there to bathe in the
Yes,
light.
totally. I just wonder how, like, the isn't there don't they have a health commission or something that's like, "No, please.
I
This is
guess
not
not.
oy, oy,
It's
oy."
self-cleaning. Why would they
No,
need it?
no. Dogs are self-cleaning, but they still clean their butthole with their tongue. So think of that the next time your dog licks you. They're just cleaning you with their butt tongue.
Yep. That's right.
Oh my god. All right.
That is
Well,
right.
let's get to the good part of our show. Oh my god. So it's Pride Month. This is
Yes.
Pride Month, which Jessica and I always enjoy. So our raves this week are kind of highlighting some LGBTQ things. So my rave this week is the Trevor Project. I think most of you probably know or have heard of the Trevor Project. They're a wonderful organization.
Mhm.
It's the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQI plus young people. And I
Mhm.
love that it is specifically for young people because
Yes.
we're still in a time where there are certain places and certain families that are not accepting of these sorts of things. And
Yes.
I certainly have always been supported by my family, so I can't imagine how painful that not for this reason, but for anything I've chosen in life.
Mhm.
So I can't imagine how scary and lonely and awful it would be if you were, I guess, sort of disowned or ousted or not accepted by your family or loved ones. Uh, so the Trevor Project, I went through some of their website. It is amazing. There's
Mhm.
so much information on here, you guys.
Yep.
This is you deserve a welcoming, loving world, and so do the people you care about.
Mm.
Here, you can reach out to a counselor if you're struggling, find answers and information, and this is what I love, and get the tools you need to help someone else. Because oftentimes we don't know how we can help because we don't have
Yes.
those same feelings.
Mhm.
And this website has so many guides and
It's
things to
great.
help. Um, let's see. On the front page, it says, "We're here for you. We provide information and support to LGBTQ young people 24/7 all year round."
Mhm.
Okay? You can reach out to a trained counselor. You can call, text, or chat with them anytime.
Yep.
If you are thinking about suicide or feeling lonely, they're just there to listen. They have a resource center that has topics you might want to learn more about, such
Mhm.
as sexual orientation, talking about suicide, mental health, community, gender identity. You can meet new friends. I thought this was super cool. You can meet new LGBTQ friends in Trevor Space. Connect with international communities for LGBTQ young people ages 13 to 24. Sign up for free and start a conversation.
That's huge, and
Huge.
think about kids that are in whether it's within their own family or their town or an
Their
area
towns.
that it
Yes.
is not as open as where you
Accepted.
and I are,
Yes.
and to be able to connect with other people that can become friends and let you know that you're not alone and talk to someone the same age as you that's going through the same thing somewhere else,
100%.
that's a game
100%.
changer. That just didn't
Absolutely.
exist when we were kids.
Oh, Lord, no. And there's a volunteer, a Trevor volunteer that said there's a quote up for him here that says, "I first learned about the work when I was 18,
Mm,
confused and afraid.
mhm,
Now I feel honored to help my queer siblings thrive." I
mm,
love that so much. There's a guide to being an ally to transgender and non-binary youth, which I'm gonna
mhm,
read because I wanna know how I can be a better ally. I know that this is
absolutely.
Trevor Project is for young people, but I wanna know how I can help support, which I
Mhm,
love. They have Black and LGBTQ approaching intersectional conversations, which I thought was really cool.
yep.
It sounded like I said intersexual. It's intersectional. Sorry about that. That's just my lazy mouth. There's also a guide on how to support bisexual youth, which is being talked about a lot these days. More and more people are feeling like they
Mhm,
identify as bisexual. You can get help, explore topics, meet friends, reach a counselor, donate. I mean, this website is very user friendly and chock a block full of
mhm,
amazing resources and advice and help. So again, the trevorproject.org. I think a lot of us have heard about it for several years now, but don't realize that it can be a tool for us as well.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
I really, really love that. Jessica and I think I can speak for both of us. We're very loving and supportive of our LGBTQI plus
Oh my god,
community
yes.
and want to do whatever we can to be good allies and support
Yep,
in the best way possible. So
indeed.
trevorproject.org, guys, they're wonderful.
Love it. Phenomenal, phenomenal rave. Thank you so much, Dana.
Mhm.
Now, this I'm going to post a picture of because it is so dreamy and beautiful. And I wish you could see it right now. This is something from someone that Dana and I knew at our now defunct theater of many years, Improv Olympic.
Mm.
This is some people that used to be a part of the theater and moved to Washington State and are
Oh.
pursuing their dream of owning what I think is one of the most magical cafes ever. It's called Storyboard Delights.
Mhm.
They ship around the country, but they also have the cutest cafe ever. Julissa is the wife and her husband Eric. Julissa also went back to school
Oh,
before
wow.
she moved and took interior design courses, and she loves everything colorful. So she has turned this cafe that was like a nothing place to look at. When I tell you the girl hand painted like a harlequin pattern on the floor and stenciled the whole place, collected, went around to all these places and got vintage and new books so that anybody can come and grab a book. I mean,
Oh, wow.
it's magical. And you guys, when you look at their website, again, Storyboard Delights, they do the most magical chocolate bars and little chocolates. Like they have the three pigs, and it's the head
What?
of the three pigs. The frog prince, the Moby Dick bar is my favorite. It's a dark chocolate bar with a white sperm whale callback on it. It's incredible. They are so talented. So I follow them and I love all of their new
Look at
creations.
that Pride bar. I just went to their website.
Okay. So the Pride Bar like shrieked and I said, "Oh my god, we're going to talk about this the next time we record."
Oh, I
It
love
is
this.
so stunning. It's like an MC Escher cubist pattern that is then like every color of the rainbow.
Rainbow ombre almost.
It's stunning, stunning, stunning. So $5 of every bar, this is their Pride Bar that they've made for this month. $5 of every bar will be donated to our Rainbow Advocacy, Inclusion, and Networking Services. The acronym is RAINS, RAINS, our local rainbow community organization. This current batch is made out of our house made white chocolate and decorated with colored cocoa butter. You guys, it is
Oh,
so stunning. It would be a beautiful gift if you have someone special in your life you want to send something to. But I also love that they're giving $5 from every bar sold to the local chapter of an organization that is helping the LGBTQ plus community. I love
yes.
it. They
Yes.
are mom and pop. They do everything from scratch. They make everything by hand. The two of them, they run the cafe. They have two adorable little girls. I am so happy to put that out there and for you to
Wow.
please go check out their website. It's incredible. They're great people. And this is a lovely, lovely tribute to Pride Month. So thank
Yes.
you, Storyboard
Oh
Delights.
my gosh, they have a thing you can click on that says the storyboard delight process. See how we make our chocolate.
Yep.
That is cool. Oh, wow. So cool.
It's so cool.
Thank
And their
you,
stuff is
Jessica.
really magical. Yeah.
Oh my
Ye-
God. Yeah. Magical for sure.
mhm.
Look at all these being too creepy sculpted. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it.
It's
They got a
great.
creepy sculpted head process on here.
I also
Love
love
it.
this. Uh, They must have paired up with someone. I don't know if this is someone who makes spices, barbecue sauce. It's called Daddy D's Smoked Chocolate Bar.
Ooh.
So they clearly, let's see, we've partnered with our good friend Donnie and his amazing Daddy D's barbecue. He smokes our cocoa beans for 4 hours in his smoker before we crack, winnow, and grind the beans for 40 hours,
Oh my gosh.
leaving a light cherry wood flavor to our 70% dark chocolate bar. So I love that. They're also partnering with someone else local in their community. And I love that this guy is smoking their cocoa nibs. Like, what a cool
Yes.
idea.
Very, very cool.
Again, they are in the Longview area of Washington State. And you can look up their
And they
website
have
is,
free shipping for orders over $100, I saw.
ooh, storyboarddelights.co.
Love it. Thank you, Jessica.
Yes,
That's amazing.
indeed.
Jessica,
Dana,
I think that's our show.
I think it is.
Oh my goodness. Well, again, we want to say I want to say I'm sorry I knocked us off the ship for a while.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I'm trying to get better. And the sad thing was I was like I had come back from seeing my nephew graduate and I was like motivated to get all this stuff done. I was going to
I know.
finish editing all our videos. I was going to get our Patreon up and going cuz I really want us to take that next step in our growth.
Yes.
So, we're going to have to take a step back for a second for me to get back on track and
Yep.
probably buy a better chair to edit in. I think my Dan Tipton thinks he's gonna get me a gamer chair because he's like, "You sit there for
Hilarious.
hours."
Yeah.
So, and also, next time I see you, I will put on a face and eyebrows, Jessica.
Give me a break. Don't you dare.
I look like an alien for you right
No.
now. I enjoy you. You know, Jessica and I do this for fun and for free, and
Mhm.
we're gonna try and grow soon, and I know I've been saying that, I really mean it. This has just kind of really taken
Yes.
me off the tracks.
Hindsight is
Um,
2020. We're moving forward.
we're moving
I'm
forward.
serious. When we start it, we start it. We don't
Yeah.
need to go back or belabor it. We're
We're
doing
not
the best we
we're not
can.
I just wanna let you know we're not done, guys. We're not,
No,
I promise. We
we are
love
not.
doing this. We love it with all our hearts, and I, as always, enjoy you,
Oh
Jessica.
my god, I love you. I've missed
I
getting to
have
hang with you,
missed you. I've
laugh
missed
with
you.
you.
I know, me too. So, I like to usually end the show, are you watching anything? Is there anything you need to talk about?
Okay, I mean, I've already talked about it before, but I'll tell you, Hacks, oh
You are,
man,
like,
do I love it.
one of 30 people that has said you need to start watching Hacks.
It will
I
make
hear
you
it's so
feel
great.
good. It's so real. It's a comedy, and it's not a
Yeah.
dark comedy, but it's very real. It's got a lot of poignancy. I cannot recommend it enough. It's on HBO. Please, if you can, check out Hacks.
Okay.
Jean Smart,
I
my
love Jean
God,
Smart so much.
what a grande dame she
Yes,
is.
yes, yes.
She is phenomenal. And then also, I finished Barry, this current season of Barry.
People are really loving Barry too.
You guys, you want a show that has gone up the roller coaster and then comes flying down. It's 3 seasons. I'm gonna guess that this might be the last season. They haven't quite said that, but I don't know. These
The
days,
season that's airing right now?
yeah, these days
Oh, I
things
have
just
some
are great and
ins
then they never come back.
no, I have insider info on that. It's coming back.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
okay.
My
So let me
gift to
tell you
you.
something. Bill Hader, so that makes me really happy. Bill
Yeah,
Hader's incredible in it.
yeah,
Incredible. Everyone's good. There's no weak link. But I'm going to tell you the real cherry on top is Mr. Henry Winkler as Gene Cousineau,
I know.
the
I have seen a
failed
few
actor
episodes.
became like a has-been actor who becomes a acting guru in
Guru.
the Valley of Los Angeles. My God, if you live in LA and you're an actor, everything about it rings true and hits home. But it's such a good
Amazing.
show. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I definitely need to get back. I'd seen a few episodes, but I never, like, dug into it, but I've heard
Yep,
people are going crazy.
totally.
Oh, I love it. I'm caught up. I don't know how many episodes there are because 'cause they're releasing one a week, but it
Yeah.
is The Deep End about Teal
Oh.
Swan, the cult leader, and it's
Uh,
a documentary. They have a camera crew with her in her home.
one of our
It's
friends just told me I need to watch that.
bonkers. It's yeah, you'll like it because it's like, "Oh my god, people think that this woman is, like, the next coming, and she's crazy." Like, she's crazy.
Is it
Sorry.
crazier than The Way Down?
I mean, they're all kind of like
I
the same
know.
crazy, but
I know.
hers is weird though. There's like whatever. I'm not gonna ruin it. Anyway, it's pretty good. So I did that, and there was something else that I binged that I was like, "Oh, this is great," but I don't remember. It was probably dark. You don't need it. Let me give you something. Let me give you something more positive. I started reading a book. Let me get it. Oh, I got a guest. I won't be answering that. Dan Tipton will. Okay. I gotta find this book. Oh, I'll just open my So I started reading this book recommended to me by a friend, and it is by the same author who wrote The Antidote. I don't know if you read that.
No, I never heard of it.
I wasn't a huge fan of The Antidote. A lot of people really were. It felt just a little too negative because I can go negative real quick, real
Mhm.
easy. It just
Same.
didn't resonate for me, but it wasn't a horrible book. Well, this is by
Mhm.
the same author, and so far it's really, I'm in chapter 9. It is
Mm.
resonating with me. It's called 4,000 Weeks Time Management for Mortals.
Oh.
And it started off by talking about we have to understand, like learning to accept our own not
Mm.
fidelity, finality.
Mhm.
Which I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. But the way he works it in, it's really, really good and talks about how to use your time wisely and not burn out and all this and you know, getting
Mhm.
this geriatric injury. I am looking at like, oh, I'm older. I
Mhm.
blinked and all of a sudden I'm middle-aged,
Mhm.
you know? Anyway, great book if you wanna check it out.
Great.
Uh,
Thank you. I always love the recommendations, especially of books.
Me too, especially you can listen to it in your car or whatever if you
Mhm.
wanna get it on, Audible or whatever, so that was a good
Yes.
one. I also downloaded a couple of other things. Fair Play, which is about, I may have mentioned this before, but it's about the division of labor in your home. Which
Mm.
everybody could kinda use a base touch for that every once
Mhm.
in a while. At some point, if you live with other people, whether they're related to you or not, the amount of, division of labor is a very important issue.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend getting married, and they don't live together, so when they move in together, I'm like, "Those are things you wanna talk about, I
Yeah.
promise."
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's been going on for me. I like to end the show with a point to ponder, and I'm going to play something for you this week because I thought it was really lovely. Oh,
Mhm.
hold on. I don't want it to play yet. And I follow this Instagram account called Option B, and I'm going to read to you about it before I play it for you. And then Jessica and we may have one more episode coming out, and then we're going to be taking a break. Jessica, I love you very
I love
much.
you too, lady.
This says a little voice note a friend sent me after I was really struggling with the first few days in New York. I may or may not listen to it every day now to psych myself up.
Hmm.
So, this is a voice memo sent to one friend to another. And I just want to play it for you and then we'll be out. Okay?
Yes.
I just have to tell you something. I love that. Okay, so what? You cried earlier, but you're still doing the thing. You still push yourself every single time. And it's like, yes, it's scary. And yes, it's anxiety inducing. And yes, sometimes you're a mess. And you're incredibly transparent about it. But you still do the thing. I'm so, like, in awe of you. You're so admirable. And I know this is probably really uncomfortable to hear because taking compliments is hard and people are not used to it, especially women, and that's a whole other thing. But, like, I want you to just take it. Just listen to it. Close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out and just listen and just take the freaking badassness that you are and internalize it. And yes, crying before going and doing something in the city, sitting, having a coffee, doing some work, whatever, that's still badass. Because you still do the thing even though it's scary. And you're transparent about the fact that you're scared. I don't know what's more badass than all of that. And girl, hats off. Hats off. May we all be like you.
Hats off.
I love that so much. And everybody, I hope, has at least one friend in their life that is like this lady that just needs
Yes.
that message.
And you know what? Audio record that on your phone and play it whenever you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica and I see you.
Indeed.
Hats off.
Hats off. And
All
hats
right.
off to you, my lady.
We'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye.